It be that way, yo. It really do. You know, I did not choose a topic.
Well, you know, a lot of things happen real fast, but in your mind, as co-hosty as you are, you'll pick the one. I told you I'm indifferent, so there's no wrong answer at this point. And the great thing is that the viewers don't know until you told them. But at this moment,
I just be inviting them in.
you're right. And
Come on
I'm the
in.
one that's freaky.
How did you just make what?
You said you'd be inviting them in.
Yeah, behind the third wall. And you talking about freaking?
To tackle. I like that.
There's more walls to tackle.
Yeah, I'm like an onion. You gotta peel me off, like just because you might.
So you got more than how many walls do you got?
Oof. Count the ways. I'm like a fucking. I'm not even an onion. I'm a rose. You see how the petals?
They just fall off.
And they're delicate. Yes, and sometimes they're strong, and sometimes they just, because that's when they released.
I think a rose is the most overrated flower ever created.
Okay, I'm not saying the rose is my favorite flower, but why would you say that?
I just feel like they're so overrated.
I think
there's so many other flowers that look so much better than a rose.
I like gardenias.
I think sunflowers are really pretty.
Sunflowers?
I think they're really pretty flowers.
Okay, they're about $8, $10, maybe $12 a pop.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, in the aspect of, like, the roses, where at least, you know, you could get, like, a bundle, 20, maybe 25 on Mother's Day, holidays.
So not only are they overrated, they cheap.
What do you mean that cheap? Well, I have a rose garden. So, for me, I never really I can get the roses myself. Hence, both my grandma's names are Rose. So, I thought that's very interesting enough. But I don't know. I think where you go, because I went to my goddaughter's graduation and I spent $30 for something I know I would have spent $15 for at like Acme, ShopRite, Stop and Shop, any of those places I would have spent $15 for, and I spent $30. But as you continue to get closer, the rates for the same flowers went up. So do
you like to receive flowers?
I know this sounds crazy.
No.
Initially I was going to be like, yes, of course. Yes. Yes. There's times where I love the idea that someone thought about me. They wanted to get me flowers. If anyone wants to know, my 2 flowers, well, 3, are peonies, roses, and lilies. Specifically roses and lilies because I have both my grandmother's names Rose, and then
I know a lady named Lily. She was a really nice lady.
Yeah, and I've met and there's a lady named Lily that I know. She was my lunch lady in PS20, and yeah, and so those are my 2 flowers, but definitely peonies because I like that, and I also want to get that tattooed actually on my back, but I haven't decided that. But I like the peonies flower. It has like so many layers and so many small petals.
Do you like it because it sounds like penis?
No. No, I like it because there's
I'm fucking with you.
I was explaining it to you and you kind of threw me.
I was fucking with you.
Banter, Greg. We gotta get here because we talking now and we got things to do.
We don't like we could ease into y'all like foreplay.
Not with you.
That's a good answer.
You be telling me that you be testing, but then now we're here. You know you tested this stuff.
Cause I tested the
All right, let's move on. Let's
the
not
intro.
Even waste the conversation. Let's not waste the conversation. I know what you did. I was here. Let's move on. Banter, Greg. I'm not even trying to play you. I'm just saying we're gonna have space about what you did. We don't need that. Let's banter.
That was good banter.
Banter that you fucked up the thing.
I didn't fuck up the thing.
Oh, you just didn't test it.
No, I did.
You didn't test this at all.
No, because that's what I was trying to tell you. The intro is the loudest thing on here.
Okay, but now we know it's not.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Now we learned today. Let's move on. Banter.
Shit. The fuck?
Breathe. You need some water?
No.
Okay.
Banter question. So the banter question for today is actually it's kind of leading from that last what we just talked about. What is the one thing you don't like to receive as a gift?
I don't want to receive as a gift. This is traumatizing.
Is it?
Cranberry juice.
somebody gives you cranberry juice as a gift?
And a beach towel.
Okay, hold on. No, that's the worst gift you ever received. I said, what don't you want to ever be given as a gift?
Those two. A beach towel and a cranberry juice. Don't give me cranberry juice.
Who gives cranberry juice
My
as a
mom.
gift?
Mom, she played me. Okay, so scenario. I'm gonna give you the full story. So I had a really great friend that I knew from Saturday school. I don't know if anybody know, but there used to be a program at Fortis School where you go on Saturdays, you can swim and like go do different activities. Like I learned photography there for a little bit. I didn't even tell you that. Like I did photography. It wasn't a long lived, but and you could also do other things. And so while I was, I'm telling on myself right now. And I'm telling on myself because
you said cranberry juice and towels.
Fine. Okay. So at this, not even. So then let's fast forward because now I'm not a child. This is when I was working for there's a Hudson County program that I also did during the summertime where certain children were able to tap into, where I was able to work for Hudson County, and then you work half a day and then you'd actually do an activity for the rest of the day, or you can dip out if anything. Oh, I worked at Liberty Science Center. That's when I worked at Liberty Science Center. Fast forward, one of my friends that were there, me and him was so cool. It was kind of like me and you, Greg. The homie. Matter of fact, not even. It's like me and you, Will, if you tune into this episode. Back in the day when we worked at you're my brother. We would walk together. That was we just look out for each other. That's who he was for me. Not saying that's not who you are now, but it was at that time where I was really walking. Now we driving, so I'm stopping by. I'm pulling up. I'm not really walking till you're getting on the bus. Moving on. Anyway, we're so cool. He gave me his high school ring. I think he was either on a track team, football team. He was on a team. Sorry, y'all. I don't even want to lie to y'all. But he gave me the ring. And I lost the ring. I lost it. And I was in a panic because if anything, it's different for me to lose my ring. I can get another one, or I'm dubbed out. But if I lose your ring and you say I want your ring back, and now I'm fucked up, I don't know what to do. Fast forward, my mom happens to find it. And my gift for Christmas that year was cranberry juice, because I love cranberry juice and cran apple juice. She got me that, and she taped the ring onto it and told me never to borrow, use anyone else's things ever again. And a beach towel. Even though I thought it was a regular towel, but beach towels are different. I don't know if you guys know. Fun fact, regular towels and beach towels dry different. Noted. They do.
I know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Till you realize that your bath towel is a beach towel and it's not working. Yeah, well, it's not. It's not even that it's not working. It's not drying you properly that I feel that it could. And that's why there's actual beach towels and then there's bath towels. If you think about it.
Absolutely.
If not, then everybody would just use the towels and everybody would.
Towel's a towel.
Until you find a beach towel and then there's a regular.
You never took a bath towel to the beach?
Yes, but ever took a beach towel to the bathroom, you don't dry properly. It's not the same. I'm an
air dryer.
You're an air dryer? I told okay. Let's get into topics, Greg. Wait, did we have anything else to say?
Wow.
I'm sorry, what happened?
You just
where we at? Tell me, because I'm ready to go. Whatever.
Really? The gift that you don't want to receive.
No, that's a gift that keeps. I don't even want to say that. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's jinxing me.
For me, I don't like to receive cards.
Cards? Oh, that is so good. Because last year I wanted to get you a card, and I said, "Let me just tell you my thoughts in person."
Yeah, I don't keep them. I don't want to keep them.
So you throw them away, even if Ava gives them to you?
Those are the only cards that I keep. Because I feel like I have to. But those are going to go in the garbage soon.
Is there an expiration date?
When I know she forgot about it.
So that's about 2 weeks. That's crazy. So when do you reflect on
the most recent card that I kept is the one where she finally learned how to write her name in it.
Yeah, but she been doing that since now I've known her like.
Yeah, but like last year for my birthday.
Yeah, like
I kept that card.
Okay, well I think that you should I think you're going to understand that these moments that you have, I get it. You don't like quartering and you like space, but there's gonna be moments where you're not gonna have these moments anymore where she gonna be arguing with you when she's going down these stairs like I'm outside, my dad.
That's fine, and that's cool. I'm not gonna look at a card to remember. Oh my gosh, she was my precious little baby.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I like memorabilia like that.
We got cell phones with billions of pictures.
Yeah, but then that means you gotta pay for billions of space.
No. Cool. Not me.
How do you diversify?
What do you mean? Like, it's called the cloud.
Yeah, then the cloud gets full, and then you pay for extra storage in the cloud.
Oh, well, true, but I don't foresee that happening. I have 2 terabytes of space.
Cause you bought it.
Hey, it comes with my Apple Music subscription.
You purchased.
It comes with my Apple Music subscription.
Moving on. Let's go on. Let's do this, Greg.
Huh?
What else you got?
Why are you rushing me?
Let's go to my. I'm sorry.
You are ew.
I'm sorry, and I'm hungry a little bit.
Why didn't you tell me?
Cause that's why I started eating your chicken, Greg.
What was that noise?
Well, I'm just saying you have either underestimated the thought process of this woman.
You don't think I'm prepared?
This is too much.
This is every week, bro.
I'm ready.
The gist of this conversation is that I'm right and y'all wrong. Yo, welcome to Convo 117 of Just a Conversation with Greg and Gigi. I'm the person that talks first. I am joined by the person next to me.
Gigi.
How you feeling? You feeling good?
You didn't do the Gigi thing, Greg.
Because how you feeling?
I don't know. I think that shit that I took shots with you with got me in a different.
It's not strong. It's not strong.
No. So sorry if you guys felt my chin. It's not that it was strong because it felt like nothing.
I didn't say that was gonna burn. I just said it's strong.
Yeah, I realized that you like. I was gonna say little bitch drinks, and that's messed up, Greg. I wouldn't do that to you, but you like things that are smooth. That is the better way of saying it. So I apologize for even thinking that.
But that's smooth too.
No, that's what I'm trying to say is that I didn't realize that's your characteristics. Because for me, things are a little harsh, so that I'm able to sustain it. Like it doesn't bother me unless it's like gin or vodka.
Gin is
like,
just nasty.
I'm just not with it. But Hendrix gin is really good. Well, I feel like we're advertising. That used to be my thing, and it used to be a GG. If you get ginger beer and Hendrix, put it together, get a lime.
You put the lime in the coconut.
It's an experience. It tastes so good. Like that's when I was outside before, but now I'm a Remy drinker. So,
That's it.
Let's get into topics, Greg.
How are you?
Oh yeah. I'm great. I've had better days. Today I saw my little cousins perform at school.
Sure.
I don't want to be explicit because I know the type of content that we provide, so I don't want to promote that. But it was a really, really good experience. I saw some people that I used to work with, used to like vibe with, used to talk to, used to work with, used to pod with. But that's another story, another day. But it was hot. I think that's my main con is that it was hot. But it was really good to see what I saw in that organization when I was there and how much it has grown and how it has became an outreach to show children that even may not have access to that organization will be able to do it right within their school, and I think that's really, really dope, because I saw so much talent being brewed, even the shyness. Like, you shy but you still can play your ass off. Like, I thought that was so dope. Like, you see all these kids that may not be the person that wants to be in the forefront, but is so talented, and you can see it. Like, it was very inspiring, and I love that, and that was one of the reasons why I love to work for the organization that I did at that time, which is so interesting because my mom asked me if I would work for that organization again. So that was a very interesting question, because it was so like into, like, because I understood that, but I also grew up in it too. Wow, that was a lot but that was today. Outside of that, I think I'm making progress in just different avenues in my life, and I'm getting more answers and clarity, so shout outs to that. And I'm gonna shout outs to my goddaughter, who I shout outs to on the last episode, that was getting her college degree as a high school student. So this Friday, she's actually getting her high school degree, and then Saturday is going to be a party to celebrate both her degrees. So she'll actually
had a college degree while in high school?
Yes. I feel like I told you this. So there's a program at
Like, it's like an associate's degree or something?
Yes, it's her associate's degree, and I'm so sorry that I forgot the school, and I will probably tell you when I get there, and I can even check my phone, but that's neither here nor there. But anyways, in her school, there's a program for you to get your college credits. She just happened to pass where she can get her associate's degree and her high school diploma at the same time. So if she wants her bachelor's, that's one, discounted like a mother, and two, it's just her going for 2 more years if she wanted her bachelor, right, at the same time. And it threw me off because I had went there thinking I'm like, why am I going to a high school graduation like outside? Like, this is crazy. I'm like, and I was like, isn't this all the schools are going out of my head. Let's just leave it alone. And I was like, wow. And here she goes in the book, graduating with her associate's degree. So shout out to her. So yeah, so she's going to get her high school diploma, and she's going to have her associate's degree by the time she is 17. So
that's dope.
Shout out to maybe 18, because I think her birthday is in July, but 17. I want to say 17. Outside of that, I told you everything else is great, and yeah, Greg, how are you?
I'm good. Want to go straight to topics? She had all of that to say.
I had all that to say, but I know where I want to be.
Where I wanna be.
Not Donald Jones. I want to be. He wanted to leave her and come back. He wanted to spin the block. That's spinning the block.
I'm good. Every day you just pray for clarity.
Yeah, you don't really be as transparent lately on these pods, and I think that's trash. But here we are. I'm not gonna push it.
What? Yo, you're like the third person today to have accused me of something that I just disagree with.
Okay. What did they? Do you want to divulge that, or you just want to say that?
No, it's nothing to divulge. It's just like, why are people just throwing everything on my name?
I'm not. I can say. What did you talk about in that conversation about how your day is?
I just said a statement. I didn't even finish going anywhere.
Greg, what did you say last week? What did you say the week before that? You said nothing. No one actually knows how you're really doing, to be honest with you. They just know that you are all right. You're okay. Life is maybe.
I talked about my trip to South Africa.
No, that's not the week before. That's 2 weeks before.
The week before.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing happened to me last week.
Oh, okay.
This week, I just said a statement. You just said you're not being transparent.
I'm sorry, Greg. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Gigi, will not ever second guess Greg. I'll talk to him first and then second guess him after.
Wow.
I'm here. Relax.
Are you? Oh my God. Yo. Throw this week in the garbage.
Why? I think the week is okay.
Every word that has come out of my mouth to somebody has just been damn right. Everything I've just said is like, it's been a bad joke.
Oh my gosh, Greg.
No, let me finish, because you said I'm not being transparent. Let me be very transparent right now. Like, every time I say something,
that moment.
It was at that moment for sure. Like, people, like all week, just random people, every time I say something, it's like the worst thing is ever said, like I've ever said in my life to them.
Okay.
And that shit is fucking annoying.
I'm so sorry, Greg. I'm so sorry that I made you feel like that, even though you've been doing that for the past 3 weeks.
What?
Look. Waiting for tonight. Oh. You will be here in my... Alright, great. Alright, so mine is really a simple topic, so I don't even know what Greg gonna decide how he wants. But mine's is significant other, somebody you dating, somebody you feeling, somebody you talking to. Plethora of dynamics. You choose how you want to respond. I'm going to react. So, you have text your significant other, person, individual, and it's the morning time. Do you wait for them to text you back? Or do you text them when you wake up?
You said one more time? Because I thought I had it in my head, but they put out the scenario and I got confused. She don't remember the scenario.
So, you need me to tell you scenario too?
Yeah. No, just go with the scenario. You need to get a scenario again.
Okay. I text you at night. Do I now text you in the morning if I haven't heard from you?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So many hours has passed. People are asleep.
Yeah, but if you woke up first, why are you not texting me?
Well, how do you know I woke up first?
And that's why, do you decide to text, or do you wait for the person to wake up and say, let me text her back? You just text? I don't. So there's times where I do. And that's just my security and within that relationship and how I need to check in and make sure my person feels secure. But if we ain't locked in like that, if I've texted you in the evening time and I don't hear from you after that, I'm not texting you back unless I need something. And that sounds messed up, but in reality, that's really what it is. Unless there's actually something that I need from you, you're not hearing from me again.
What are you getting from it?
What am I getting? What?
Like, what is the motive driving that? Because I would understand if I text you, let's say at 8:00 in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear nothing back. I text you at 10. Again, nothing. Text you at 11. Hey, you good? Still nothing. Yeah, I get that. Like, after a while, it's not going to, like,
okay.
Dead in this. Or actually, take a step back. Or, like, I text you at 8:00 in the morning. We usually very good at responding. We got a good back and forth.
Because you've already been talking to him at 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Like, if you don't respond, yeah, like, no, I'm not going to text you until you text me.
But I'm not talking about the same time or the same day. I'm saying you texting them at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's how it's going.
They don't respond. Now it's the morning time.
So, yes, I'm saying, what do you gain from that? Like,
I don't think there's anything about gaining. I think it's just understanding. Like I said, in a different scenario, I'm locked in. I'm in a committed relationship. It's different because I understand people with time. But if we're dating, talking, or dealing with each other, if I'm the last person that texts you, saying goodnight or whatever,
like in the dating and talking thing.
I think. Well, you can take it any way that you. I'm giving you my perspective. No, for me, yeah. Like I don't.
Because if you're in a relationship, if you text at 8:00 goodnight.
Yeah.
And they don't text you back.
Because sometimes I might be the person that wakes up earlier.
But if you're only dating or talking,
no,
that goes out the window.
No, you're not gonna get the blue like bubble like line because I'm trying to check for you and you're not responding to me. Or green. It's usually blue for me. But that's my perspective. Okay. But when it's my man or my person, like I don't care if you see 700 blues. This is me. Either you like probably called me and like I don't think about it like that.
Yeah.
But when I know that like this is not, and I don't want to say that it's an obligation because obviously you want to be there, but you know that that's something that you want to do. But when it's somebody that you know is casual, I'm not going into it thirsty. If you seen my text message last night and I'm waiting to hear back from you, I'm not gonna keep saying. Hey, good morning. Now you missed my whole text message from last night. You're disregarding anything that I may have said at this point, and now I'm making it seem like I need your attention.
So to answer the question directly, yes. No, I don't care. Like if whoever wakes up first, just say something, or that.
All right. So
that doesn't bother me.
So if you don't text the person back and they don't text you back, you'll still text them.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll go the whole day. I'm fine.
So take yourself out of it now, right?
Okay.
Remove Gigi.
I don't know how you do that.
Narcissism.
I'm screaming.
Think of who do you think that shows a level of interest?
What do you mean?
So now, just talk about the I guess talking and dating phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same scenario. If the person texts at 8, good night, blah 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 blah, and the other person doesn't text back, right?
Mm-hmm.
At any point, even into the next day, you just don't respond.
Mm-hmm.
But the person who said good night texts, hey, good morning, and then the person responds.
Mm-hmm.
Is that like showing like just no interest or?
No, not at all. I think it really depends on the person that you're dealing with, right? I think that we should always be cognizant of.
Did that scenario make sense?
Yes. Okay. Everybody's life is not like your life, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody don't wake up at the same time that you wake up, and everybody doesn't have the same availability that you have, right? Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm saying, like, for me in a relationship, I'm not going to hone in on, you didn't text me in the morning and I'm the last person to text you at night. No. But if you're someone that I'm dealing with that is showing interest in me, and if I've already provided my contact to you and I'm the last person to talk to you, I hope I'm the first thing you thinking about when you wake up in the morning. But
what if you are the last person that you talk to?
What is that supposed to mean, Greg? Who you talking to?
He could be in group chat with his friends.
Fuck them niggas, Greg. Them niggas not giving him pussy. That's different.
So because you're giving him pussy?
No. I'm just saying in general, like the idea that even if I did or I did not, the potential of him getting is different than the dynamic with his friendship. That's why a friend can never be the girlfriend or the wife, because a friend is a friend and a wife is a wife.
Okay.
So.
I'm talking about you.
No, reiterate what you said, Greg. Go ahead.
What about yours? You said if I'm the last person you're talking to.
It's not, no. I said if I'm the last person you're talking to. Doesn't mean I'm the last person you talk to. Meaning I sent you the text message.
You said the same thing twice.
Because it was different. It was different connotations. What I'm saying is that I'm the last person texting you, but he's not the last. That's possibility. I'm not the last person he's texting. Are you saying that I'm the last, like you're the last person of significance, or I don't know. I don't know. In general, Greg, like if I'm telling you that I'm going to bed and have a good night, and I'm asking you, even if I ask you a question, mm-hmm. At this point, I realize it's late at night. I'm sending the text. Boop. I'm still waiting on a response. What am I texting you for? To follow up on the last question that I asked you?
Because you just want to say hello?
Nigga, if you wanted to say hello to me, you would saw a text message I sent you in the middle of the night when you woke up in the morning. You would have said hello.
Or you want to say hello.
Hello, why didn't you respond to me?
Why? I feel like you're asking for hostility. Maybe I just didn't get to your text message yet.
Oh, okay. I hear you.
No, you don't hear. Well, you hear me, but you just don't agree with it.
Why can't? What?
No, you can. You cannot agree. I'm just saying you don't. But I'm saying you don't agree with that though.
Okay, no, it happens.
But I'm saying, so why? My thing. Well, I guess what I'm trying to understand is like.
There's no issue. Like the question was a question. It's like I do what I do, and there's different dynamics on what I do, right? And there's what you do is you don't. It doesn't matter to you. Mm-hmm. For me, it depends on who I'm dealing with. If you my nigga, then I don't care if you didn't text me back or text me back, because I understand you enough to know that I'm either just checking in with you to let you know I'm home, or I'm checking in with you to let you know that I want to say good morning. But if you're not, and I've already set forth especially if I ask a question, it's not me just saying good night. If I say, how was your evening? I hope you slept well, something, you don't think that, well, I guess it all comes down to who wakes up first. But at the same time, I think the expectation of the person that has a question or response.
Expectation. There we go.
You're right.
Because I just, like, no one's wrong or anything like that.
I didn't say that.
No, me either. I'm just putting it out
Okay.
there. I'm just saying, for me, it's like I'm like whoever wake up first. Even if I text.
You don't know when I wake up though.
Huh?
You don't know when I wake up though.
You don't know when I wake up.
So in my mind, when you wake up, that should be the shit. But the thing is that, but I do. Because if I know that you on your gym regimen, then I know that you're going to wake up at a certain time. And if I know that you're not on a gym regimen, and you got I know you're going to wake up at a certain. So it's like you do have a certain schedule to you, even if you want to sleep in, because you just have this thing. So I would know. For
me, though, but to be completely honest with you, for me, even right now, I get the text messages when I get to them. Seriously, even with her, my phone's been blowing up since we've been sitting here. Yeah, Gigi got some issues with me that she needs to work out, and I don't know.
It's okay. Let's move on.
What's up with you? Like breathing through. You don't want to talk to me today?
I love talking to you today.
No, Greg, you just got some notes on your mind.
I'm here.
Wow. Wow.
What? I don't got nothing for you. I don't. What else you want to say, Greg?
Nothing.
Exactly. Let's go into your topic.
Don't try to put it back on me now.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fake ass mouth. Okay. Which topic I want to choose? Let's see.
I'm screaming. He still didn't choose, ladies and gentlemen.
Because it depends on. That's gonna sound real wrong.
I'm screaming.
Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do the ones about friends. Okay. So, friends, the ones that you can count on.
That's not how it goes.
Isn't it?
No.
For real?
Yeah. I don't know what you did. It just didn't sound right. How many of us have them?
Oh shit!
Friends.
You're probably right. You're definitely probably right.
One you can depend on.
I was close.
I don't know what you were doing, Greg, but I thought you was at the show that I was at, because that's how I felt about songs that I knew. And they did 24 Karat Magic on. Did they do was it drums or bass? I think it was drums. But they didn't do the words. It was just instrumental.
It's a good bass line.
All right, let's go. Keep going.
So do it in parts. Let's start off with: do you have friends?
Sure.
Oh shit, that's deep.
Yeah, it's real like that.
Have you ever been in a situation where you feel like your friend or friends have changed, and how did it make you feel?
We'll just think about positive ways, because that's how I'm going to end this pod. Yeah, and I just think it's just them being in their space of either having children, finding their person, and getting married, that I've seen those dynamics of the people that, like, we was outside, we was being great, we was probably being city girls on a low before city girls were city girls.
Time out.
Okay.
No, let me rephrase that question, because I already saw where you was going with this. No. Characteristic changes.
Yes.
And they're like, no, in the way that they act.
Yes. Mothers, like when you outside, being outside, and now you are a mother, you it's not the same.
I disagree.
All right, because you seen some moms that be outside. But what I'm trying to say is
I'm sorry, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
What I'm trying to say is from my experiences that my friends, you're asking me from my experiences.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My friends have, even though the idea of us was like, being great, having our little Sex in the City, like we was outside. But once they became mothers, or once they became partners, or once they became wives, their characteristics, they have changed. Those things that they used to tell me that that's the type of time that they were on, that's not the type of time they're on. Mm-hmm. They're not. To be honest with you, they'll like a light dinner and a wine for an hour, and that's.
See, to me that's actions. Yeah, I change like that all the time.
All right.
I'm talking more about like you guys, like you both found certain things funny.
Okay.
And out of nowhere, now this ain't funny.
No, I don't know. I don't got fun. You have an example? Maybe your example inspired me.
That is like you. Let's say you and Rebecca, when y'all was growing up, y'all always y'all talk to each other a certain way, and did certain things. Like that's just the dynamic that y'all have.
Okay.
But then Rebecca just switched up on you. Like, no, don't talk to me like that anymore. That's not funny. Like, we're not going to do that anymore. Like, that's never happened to you?
No, I've probably had that conversation more than someone has had that conversation with me.
What do you mean? Like
I've allowed,
in reverse?
Yeah, meaning like because I allow people to just be so comfortable, and I'm comfortable with people, and I allow people to be in my space. That sometimes people cross certain boundaries that I don't know until it happens. And then I gotta check them. Then I gotta push them back, and then I have to actually draw the line. But that's a me thing. That's not always them, because if I would have solidified where my boundaries were, I wouldn't have to be tested on it. But because I'm tested on it now, I have to let them know what it is.
Okay, I hear you.
No, you're not hearing me.
No, I get you. No, because now I'm just thinking about it from like the angle of which I was coming from. Pause. I think that was a pause moment. But Jesus Christ. Like when people like switch up their like the way you done.
Sorry.
Oh Jesus. Oh my goodness. When people switch up like the way that they interact with like with you.
Yeah.
Like
that happened to me when I went on my trip. I told you already about that.
That's a good one. But yeah.
It's just easier sometimes to put your shit on somebody else that you know that's not going anywhere. Only problem is that you can't guarantee that the person that you put your shit on that didn't do shit to you is gonna stay after you did that. Doesn't mean that they may hold your shit for you, but once you pick that shit up, they might be gone.
For sure. I guess what I'm getting at, like I had a situation, one of the situations where I said something, someone thought it was the worst thing in the world. You
don't say.
But like this is how we usually interact with each other. Like like nothing is, from my understanding, nothing has changed. Like this is who we are, and they took offense. And me being very combative, I was like, "You a bitch."
Oh.
Like, what is going on? Like, that pissed me off. Like,
did you ever check in with that person? Because it actually happened with us too.
Me and you? When?
The time like you wanted to discuss something, and I just didn't have that energy, and it kind of like I shut down. And it wasn't because I didn't want to talk to you. It was like I was going through my own shit, and I just didn't have the energy.
No, that's different. The scenarios are different.
Why? Do you know that they could have been going through some internal shit that they didn't want to share with you? And that's why they shut down?
No, because it wasn't a shutdown thing.
Oh, okay.
I made a joke, and he took offense to the joke.
You don't think that that person that knows that that's your personality and you've done this before may not be going through some sensitive shit to take a heed to what you're saying because they know that you love them? You don't think about that? Like, if you ever think that I take offense to something, it doesn't take away that I know that you don't care about me. It's how I'm feeling at that moment and how what you're saying is affecting me. Any other time, I may have not been affected.
I get what you're saying, but in this, only like specific to this situation.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Because it wasn't. I don't.
You're saying how you feel. You don't know. You never asked the person how they felt.
Because I'm pretty sure I know how they felt.
Okay. And I think that's your assumption, and that's why you got your response.
And no, it really wasn't like we had a full blown conversation.
And everybody's okay.
Huh?
Everybody. Yeah. Amen to Jesus. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But it was just.
Were they going through something?
No.
And why did they take offense?
Because he's a bitch ass nigga.
That sounds like a man that eat pussy that don't get pussy.
Huh? What?
Let's move on.
No.
I didn't say anything, Greg. I'm not asking you to respond to me. I don't need anything. I just told you my thoughts. I gave you feedback. Let's move on.
No, I'm not even laughing at the thing that you said to you, bro.
Okay.
You threw off my whole train of thought. Yeah, that pissed me off because, yeah, that's how we always talk to each other, and it makes me feel like I can't talk to you no more.
Got it. And I feel like that's probably what happened with us too. Do you don't understand that? Like there was a moment where you understand that I'm open to debate. I'm open to arguing with you, Greg. You wanna know why? Because sometimes I've really got time.
Yeah.
And that one time in particular, which has been far in between, I did not have it in me, Greg.
And I know that. And you articulated that.
After the fact. This is after. Like, this is not in the moment of the conversation.
For sure.
This is after we have taken time and then had a conversation about it.
Okay.
And so understanding that and not realizing that there's things that excuse me, everybody, that may have been affecting me that I didn't share with you that could affect this conversation. Not you triggering me, but things around whatever you're saying could be triggering me, and now I'm responding in a way where it really don't got nothing to do with you. It's shit that's happening with me because I know that's how we interact.
For sure. And I get that. I 1000% hear and understand that.
Okay.
And in this situation, none of that applies. Because it was a surface level joke that we have said to each other over and over again.
And this one time it affected them because
he's a bitch.
That's not a real answer for me.
It
that don't change anything.
For me, it does.
So that he's a bitch now. He was never a bitch before.
No.
You was always a bitch. Greg just figured it out. Just want to let you know that, sir.
That could be true too.
All right.
But I don't want to dwell on him being a bitch.
It's too late. You were very strong on a B word.
And I still am.
Like literally his lip flickered when he said the B word.
You know I love him. It's okay. The thing is,
I'm screaming.
But it makes me feel like I can't talk to that person anymore.
Because you feel like that they're sensitive.
Yes.
Okay, but that's what I'm trying to say is that, like, if you've known that, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, Greg. Like, we are good because we can go back to where we were because you understood how that affected me because that's not our
Do you feel like you can't talk to me?
Not anymore.
For real?
No. Freudian slip. No. You know what's crazy? I do feel like I can talk to you. That was crazy. I didn't mean it that way. We're actually even on a pod together, so I do feel like I've talked to you before we even recorded. I told you a lot of things.
Okay.
At that moment, I didn't.
Okay.
But that was because I wasn't in a good space. But that was literally within hours of the time until we talked again. So you can understand where I was coming from. After that, we've been fine. But at that moment, I didn't want to argue with you, Greg. I didn't want to plead a case. I didn't want to do none of that shit. So I shut it down. But that's not our personalities. Our personalities is to literally engage, interact, and argue so we can get to a point where we both are great. That's what we do. But that moment I didn't. And that's what I'm saying. If this is a norm for you and this person, I'm telling you, like, maybe they're not sharing it with you, but they're not okay. Something triggered them with you, whether it's you being great, you in your spaces that you're in, and they may be feeling some type of way and now they're reacting. But it's not just a you thing, Greg, because they know that's how you talk to them.
This has been slowly happening for years.
With this significant other person.
Yes. And I'm not the only person to notice it. He has been called out many times. And that's why it's like, I hear what you're saying. It doesn't apply here. I just think this person has changed for the worse for me. And I say for me.
So you're saying you've changed for the better and he just stayed down there?
No, I wouldn't say I've changed for the better.
That's what he said. He said you ain't shit. I mean, sorry. He's saying that you haven't evolved. You still are tapping into your...
No, because if anybody know, people will say that he's evolved. And I haven't. But my thing is...
I like this. This is good stuff.
My thing is, though...
Yeah.
You have people who you could just be done with. Like...
You do too.
That's what... Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And he's a part of these people.
Yeah.
That are supposed to be able to be done with.
Yeah.
Like, we all know the line crossers.
Yeah.
No one crosses them.
Well,
but when you start creating new lines...
Yeah.
No!
Well, that's not fair.
It is completely fair.
No.
Because especially when you are creating lines... Because of some bitch shit.
No, it's because it has affected them. And that's what I'm saying. It's... The lines is, Greg, I need you to tap into this. I know this is, I don't know all the shit, but what I'm trying to tell you is that this person is more affected about something than you think. They're not sharing it with you. They're not having a conversation with you because you've known them for years. I'm going to say, I don't have any, but I'm going to say you know them for years to understand that they know your personality. Same thing with me. Even if I feel some type of way, I know your intentions are never ill for me, Greg. Good, bad, or indifferent. I know that.
But that is the thing. And honestly, because now I'm switching gears, because this is with everybody now.
Oh.
The thing is, if you know me, when am I ever intentionally trying to hurt somebody's feelings? And I get it. I can say some shit.
I was about to say,
that even though it comes up like I don't mean to hurt your feelings and I can hurt somebody's feelings, I will instantly apologize. But my thing is,
no, he won't.
I would.
No, he won't.
Well,
sometimes you don't even let the person give you a chance to let them know that you hurt their feelings because you don't care enough.
No, I care that I hurt your feelings. I'm not apologizing for what I said.
Okay.
There's two. That is two different. Because I don't. That's a whole other topic for another day. My thing is this: if you say you know me,
okay,
right? Why would you feel offended by something or think that I had some kind of ill will on anything that I say to you?
I'm trying to tell you, Greg, sometimes it's not really what you actually did and what.
So people go through stuff all the time?
I'm telling you. Yes. Like if you know that you've done something similar or something even the same, and where they haven't reacted the same, and for some reason at this point in time they have, something's going on. Because the thing is that they know that you talk that way, but they understand your intentions for them. But unless something has misconstrued in their life for them,
so understanding just goes out the window.
Understand? No, I think understanding is both ways. I think you should provide that person more grace to understand, like, why are you acting this way towards me? And that person should understand that this is Greg every day, but I may not be able to take it. I think it's both hands. But I think that it's just taking into account that if I'm not responding in the way that you're used to me responding, Greg, then there's something wrong, or I'm changing, right? So you have that conversation with me, because if I'm responding in a different way that you've been doing for the past 5-10 years, either something is wrong with me or something has changed.
Something's wrong with you, and you have changed. It's
okay,
both.
So if that's the thing, and I'm able to acknowledge that, now we can move forward. If we can't, now that's a me problem, and that's not a you problem, because you shouldn't have to change who you are, because I can't tell you.
But that's the thing. That's what I feel. I feel like I'm constantly got to change who I am, the way I talk.
No, you don't have to change who you are. You just have to be aware of your audience. And the thing is that person is going to understand more how it's a detriment to your relationship, because from the beginning you never had any ill intention. But that's not a you problem. That's a them problem.
I don't think you can have it both ways.
I think you can. I think that you can, like, what's crazy for me when it comes to your group of certain friends, and I'm not saying that this person is a part of that, is that there's a lot of things that have happened, and you guys have managed to find a way to still maintain your relationships that you have. So I don't understand how you can't have it both ways.
Because there's understanding.
Right. I'm still looking for that. Tell me when you find it.
I can't speak outside of them. Within us, there's understanding.
Right.
So that's why there is a space where we can say anything to anyone and make jokes. Well, it used to be that way, but now it ain't.
But that's what I'm trying to say, is that if you know that, Greg, and you're even a man that has gone to therapy, something has changed in that person. Something has happened, whether it's something that has affected them on the low key, and it hasn't happened until you may have said something, maybe you may have triggered something in them.
But this is where I think you're missing me. I know what's going on.
But maybe you don't, because all you know is what I share with you, Greg. You don't know what I don't tell you.
So, okay. So let's go with that assumption, right?
Okay.
Because Greg asks questions.
All right.
Greg checks in with everyone.
Yeah.
To make sure everyone is like, hey, how are you? So if you fail to tell me something, that's on you. Greg shouldn't have to change the way he talks.
I'm not telling you that, Greg. That's what I'm trying to say, is that's why there's understanding on both parts. I don't think you did anything wrong. But because somebody might be going through something and they didn't react in a way that you wanted them to, and I'm not telling you that hasn't happened to me, because I feel the same way as you. Like, I don't think I need to change because you fucked up. I don't know you fucked up, but until you tell me you fucked up, I can respond accordingly. But I'm saying that if you know somebody, like you feel like you know somebody, and they're showing you something different, either they're changing and they're trying to distance themselves away from you, or something has happened and they haven't found the way to tell you yet, and their means of having that conversation is having an outburst.
Don't be around me.
Well, I'm good at that.
Don't be around me.
I am great at that.
Great at what? Not being around me?
When I'm in my shit. I
know.
I'm great at that.
You be like,
Go be great. But I think you need to check in with your boy because I think, or friend or girl, whoever they's. I think that they're what's the word? It's not I think they're projecting something onto you that's something that has happened to them.
Project that shit somewhere else.
It's easy to do it on you, Greg. You're not going anywhere.
Now what if I do? That's the thing. See, people think I won't leave.
But you haven't.
But I will.
You could.
As people change,
you could.
So can Greg.
You could, but you haven't. You've proven in your dynamics of friendships or people that unless you are trying to leave me first, if I see value, you're not going anywhere. So you might be dumb, stupid, ignorant, might even get on your nerves, might be the smartest person in the room, but if you see value, you're not. Until they say...
Value is a strong word.
Well, you know what? I don't have nothing else to say with that, so you tell me, Greg, where we going?
Let's just go to bed, dude.
Huh?
What she wanted to be the entire time, y'all.
No,
I mean,
wanted
dialogue.
to be not.
I said banter.
Yeah, you was at the beginning of the conversation. You want to have another pod? Is it the type of time you want?
No.
You want to do a whole nother episode?
Sure. Do you?
I'm okay with that.
Stop lying.
The door is open for me.
Bet you it is. All right, if you've made it to the end of the show,
I'ma leave the door open.
Welcome to Do Dialogue.
I'ma leave the door open.
Singing the key of Z flat. This is the part of the song. Wow. Part of the show where we have little conversations about shit.
Whatever.
That we have. Bill was great this week. Damn,
what was great for you, Greg?
Huh?
What was great for you?
First off, that's not how this goes. I say, do you have one first? And then you go, no.
I don't have nothing yet.
Okay. So then I was like, okay, I got one. What is wrong with you today?
You just got on my nerves. I was trying to sing, leave the door open, but I realized I was fucked up. You didn't have to tell everybody I was fucked up. They know I was fucked up. They're going to rewind it back. They know I'm fucked up. But you got my brother telling me that I was fucked up. I need you to support me. Even when I fucked up. You're supposed to do, ooh, in the background. Hide the fuck up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Greg.
This bitch got me paid.
I almost knocked the water off you. I would have just.
You ever got, like, a drink thrown on you?
No, but I don't drink on someone.
Really?
Yeah.
How did it make you feel?
Good.
It was like a movie? What did they do to get the drink thrown on them? What's a drink warranting?
I think they may
have
like called me on my name, like maybe it was like a date, like it got really disrespectful, right? Because I don't resort to violence. I rather walk away before anything. But when I feel like I'm in a space where like this is never going to be a thing, and I feel highly disrespected, I'm about to disrespect you too. And in this instance, and I don't want to lie to you guys because all I can see me is I didn't do the throw in the face. I did the pour in the lap.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yo, what the fuck?
I did the point a lot, and I know that it had. I want to say that the story is concocting in my head, but I don't want to give you false details. But
please do.
No.
Come on, embellish a little bit.
I feel like he probably
make it sound good.
Something like that.
That's all movies are.
No, this is pod. This is our real lives. I don't need to.
Some things to be embellished.
No, I don't.
Come on, say that you was having a conversation at this fancy ass restaurant and y'all ordered some real good wine, and then out of nowhere y'all got to this heated debate, this real argument. He was like, and that's why you acting like a bull, and you was like, huh? I am. Huh? Well, let me show you how much of a B I can really be. You wanna see? Huh? And you got a real cute. It was like, fuck you.
You have that whole scene in your head, Greg.
And then walked out.
I want you to have it. I don't want to change it for you. I think that's amazing. I don't think that's my personality.
Oh, man.
I don't think somebody would tell me that. Like, just be loud and obnoxious. But you know what? I like it. That sounds like a Tubi movie. You need to go talk to them.
Yo, Tubi should stop.
Yo, Tubi got some crazy movies. Tubi got a movie about a woman that's a unicorn, and she, like, oh my god, like, and spoiler alert, she dies at the end. I don't even know how that happened, and so many things. Yes.
She said a unicorn.
Yes, Tubi has a movie about a white woman, 2 white women.
Of course they're white.
She ended up being a sub to her boss. She didn't even like women, but at some point of the middle of the movie, she was eating pussy, and they killed her husband. Spoiler alert. They killed the boss husband, and she still was eating her pussy while the husband died. That shit was crazy. These Tubi movies is crazy. I need to get away. I feel like it's like a drug. It's like, I don't know. I don't want it, but it's just like,
bro, that shit is free subscriptions too?
Yeah, you don't gotta sign in, and you don't even gotta let people know you actually on there. You don't gotta sign in. You don't gotta lock into nothing.
You dabble that?
No, it's on. Well, I use it on my Roku, but like, you just go on there. You don't have to like sign in nothing. You just play. I love it. It is bad. It's like, you know, especially with like the Writers Guild like happening, and like the writers are like the shows are not being put out. It's like Netflix ain't holding it down like it used to no more. Like a lot of these HBO Max, now we call it, keep updating shit and still don't have no reason to watch it. I don't have a reason to watch it.
I like Max.
But what's special about it?
You get all the DC movies.
That's so good. I need your login. Don't worry about that. That's really good. We can talk about that off camera. But DC. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Greg, I'm not even trying to be funny, but you're telling me it's a catalog of something that you probably would have had on DVD back in the early 2000s. If you had
that's all streaming services are now.
But it's outside of that, what they've understood is that they are providing new content. That's why they have originals. That's why there's Netflix originals. That's why there's Tubi. There's Hulu originals. Like, they understand that not only are the nostalgia movies that we're locking into, but we're also looking for new content that we're now not going because we're not using cable TV.
But I think that's what, like, people make all these arguments about Netflix. I understand. I hear the argument about new and original content. Like, I get that, but that's not what these streaming platforms. That's not where they make their money. Where they make their money is through catalogs.
Not true anymore.
No, it is true. No, it's true, because think about all the things that we don't see anymore. There's no blockbusters. People don't even put out DVD sets anymore.
What you're saying.
Like that's why there's bidding wars now for certain catalogs. Like when Peacock came out, they took The Office all off of Netflix. Why? We need something that's going to drive people to this platform.
But they also understood that show in this day and age would have failed. Because we're so sensitive.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, 1,000%.
We're like,
but my thing is, Peacock could. No, I will stake my claim on this. Peacock could not produce another original show for the next 3 years and be fine. Why? Because they have that show. They have that show, and people are going to go back to watch that. I think the same thing with Disney+.
I'm not going to pay for one show for an app.
Yeah, people do. People do. 1,000%.
I'm not. Well, shout out to
that's
y'all.
not you.
I'm not
paying. But people do that often. For an app.
You give me a trial for one show. But if there's other shows on that platform that intrigue me, that's what I'm going to.
But even if you think of it that way, like, okay, I got on Peacock only because of The Office. Oh, The Office is finished. Ooh, Parks and Rec. This is like the same show.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna watch that. Another catalog show.
That was Hulu until they took it off of Hulu.
Because of what?
Marketing. I understand all the licensing. Greg, I'm not telling you that what you're saying is wrong. But what I'm saying is that in order for streaming services to compete with cable, because that's the one thing that cable had that streaming services didn't have, is that they had their own primetime shows. They had shows that you were able to go in, you want to tap into and watch every week, every day.
Cable's losing.
Of course they're losing, because now streaming understand that they can have their own originals and they can have their shows lined up for you where you're able to watch it. Now you don't have to worry about commercials. Now you just tap into it. So that's what I'm saying, is that if they didn't have that capability of having these Hulu originals and they're just old platforms, and they would have just been the streaming service for the old shows and movies. But they're not. They have evolved into.
No, they have evolved.
Yes,
you're right. 1,000%. I'm just saying, like, if all of these streaming services, like, platforms decided for the next 3 years, like, especially with this writer strike, like, to be honest with you, these writers are fighting an uphill battle, like a real uphill battle, because you think I'm like, it's not to be a dick, but these streaming services could go 3 years without new content and survive because of old catalogs.
Understood. And catalogs of people haven't even tapped into, but
Like I just started watching Barry on Max.
because you didn't have anything else to watch. Do you understand what I'm saying, though?
No.
Before Max used to be something, there was a content outside of Game of Thrones. There's other shows that you would want to tap into, whether it was a Monday, whether it was a Sunday, whether it was a Friday. Now you're having to go back and I'm just like.
I get it. I think we just have two different.
Yeah. No. We're agreeing with each other. I'm also realizing that we're in the writer's strike. So even if we wanted to release new content, unless it's already have been paid for.
Yeah, we're not getting it. Like they still going forward with like Deadpool 3, even though they ain't got no writers. Like they said, Ryan Reynolds just can't improv nothing.
He can't?
Nope. You gotta just go with what's already written because the script has already been approved. So that's the thing, like
because writers are able to rewrite like whatever
on the spot. Yeah. So if some people don't care about that, they feel like if they got a strong enough script, I would be wary of that.
Yeah, because when you are acting, which I've seen in really great movies, is that improving and understanding like, yes, this is my character, this is how I would say it to make him feel more real.
Yeah,
to have like your audience to be more like that's something that you would say, not some person that you read on the script. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
okay.
You gotta do dialogue?
Shoot.
Neither one of us had to do dialogue.
Oh man, yeah, because I didn't really have nothing. I was banking on you.
Oh. Well, only one I got is that I found out, you know the song "Fallen" by Alicia Keys? Mm-hmm. She sampled "It's a Man's World" by James Brown.
I can hear it now.
I was like, oh shit, that's fire.
How'd you find it?
I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. And
it was third party.
It was third party. Okay.
Second party. Like you didn't figure this on your own. You were just listening to a podcast and you're just like, fun fact.
No, because he played a song. It was A Man's World. Somebody did a cover of it. Mm-hmm. I forgot who. But I was like, and I hate the way my ear is now hanging out with them motherfuckers. You just hear stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that sounds real familiar. Where did I hear that at? Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's Fallen. I was like, oh, that's fire.
I think that's dope.
Interesting to me.
My new dialogue. What I got for y'all? I don't know what I have for you guys. Like, even when I think about what I've been watching, I told you I've been watching a lot of Tubi, and you know what? I'm not even gonna introduce that to y'all, bro, because y'all don't deserve that. I'm just gonna leave it to, in the words of Martin, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Yeah. All right, Greg.
Wayne's Brothers are Living Color.
Wayne Brothers are Living Color. Ooh. I'm gonna say Wayne Brothers, but I really like Living Color. All right. Thank you so much for making it this far. I not only told me good job like I'm a fucking dog, but here we are.
What the fuck? Yo, everything is offensive.
Greg, let them know how they can find you and how they can find us.
If you want to feel offended, follow me on Twitter and Instagram.
Your algorithm's fucked up.
Or your algorithm's fucked up. That's true. Greg Nelson 26, because my name is my brand. Or follow the pod at JustAConvo_pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. YouTube, all of it. Go on YouTube, watch the fucking visuals.
Podcast, like, yes, like, we're here. We're doing this for you. And, just kidding. And my amazing.
And you too.
What'd you say?
I said, and you too.
Oh, nigga, I was about to say. Ah!
Yo, I'm gonna stop talking.
Cut the show. Cut the show. And you too. Just think about how that sounds to me.
I know. I know.
You can find me, my amazing individuals, on Twitter at GCarly7, and that's GQARLY and the number 7. And if you forgot today, if someone didn't tell you today, if you realize that Greg may be on some shit today, because he feeling some type of way, we still want you to go be great. Gigi.